Hi there, this is Alexander Montgomery with Group 3, The Survivors, and we are going to be doing a very quick product demo. So like with last time, we do have logins and user registration fully filled out. We are expanding these functionalities as well as we attempted to add an ad on the registration page. Turns out Google does not particularly like not having a lot of traffic flow and trying to establish ads on your page. So we have been going back and forth with them on that. But from here, we will be using the test user one that we've been using beforehand. We do and have some more finishing touches on the table, still looking good overall. The biggest thing that we have the sprint would be this group right here. Represented 4 new endpoints, 4 new components on the UI to be able to pull that data.
Mic off. Mic feedback off. Mic on. Mic feedback on.
Apologize, had a microphone issue there. So we can see that 1 new user has been added today. We have not made any product sales. We have 6 users in total in the system and 4 items in inventory. And before we swap over to the database to verify that information is correct, add some new information, and see the details here, we also have the analytics report. We did add analytics for the site for the number of users that are going on and testing. We can see that we are getting referrals, that we are in the, since then we are getting all North American data, which is basically what we knew we were going to get. But if I was going to be selling this as a product, I would be able to say, hey, look at this. You can say conclusively page views, scroll content, user engagement. Is it their first visit to the site? How many things are they clicking on from when they get here? So having that user aggregation as they evolve the product into a full-fledged inventory management system / online e-commerce store, where right now it is just a like inventory management system. So that ultimately makes sense. It's still useful information. You'll be able to see how many employees are logging on, how long they're spending, so on and so forth. These are the last 2 sections. Our last stories for this week that we'll be creating for next week is a wrap up of the bug that is going to be the high priority bug. There is an entire modal behind here that does not pop up at the moment. It causes some kind of issue. We're still trying to figure that one out. And the delete button still is not tied together. So these are our highest priority stories. These 2 are kind of bonuses. The goal is to change them from countries, since we're all North American, to just daily sales, and then present dates and total volume of sales. As well as shipments is just going to be total sales ever. And then the left-hand term is just financing. So as we get those adjusted, that's really what we're looking at in the next sprint. But this sprint was just get the API and UI processing data. So we're going to switch over real quick and have a look at our database. So we said that there are 6 users in this. We said that there was 1 user added today. There are 4 items in inventory and no new sales added today. Products. Just doing a simple query. Pretty straightforward. It's all pretty much the exact same things you saw on the table minus the ID. Sales, there is 1 new sale. We're going to be adding a new sale here in just a moment. And we're going to have a look at the system. Once again, bcrypt passwords. Last login is not a currently used field. And then just first name, last name, and account created, which is where we're determining if a user was created today. So let's go ahead and have some fun. We will go into the sale. Well, we'll go into products, and we'll say that Harry Potter, the boy who almost lived, was sold today. So we will go ahead and copy that, go into sales, create a new record. We will get a new UID here for that in just a second, but that is the sale. We're going to say the sales price was, there's a book sale, and it went for 30. And this, we're going to set the sale for now. I'm going to go grab on my other screen and grab a random UID. All right, there I'll do. And submit the record. We should see that the default for the time of sale has automatically been updated to when the sale was processed in the system. We should now be able to swap back over where we will see an item was sold today. So we should see the item sold go from 0 to 1. And then products, we're going to add another inventory item real quick. Um, all right. ISBN. These are actually formatted, so I do have to be careful on the ISBN. Otherwise, it will not allow me to enter it. Okay, we will take that one. We will say that we've got 4 in stock, and we have a price of, we will say this book sells $15. And we will not do a user, so we'll just go back to our UI now. Back to the UI. And when we refresh this page, we see that we now have a product sale today. We have a user added today that we had previously, and the total number of items in inventory has increased, and the new item appears in inventory. So in that right, we're doing just fine. We do have another page that we're going to put in for that. Given where we're at in the sprint and our current velocity, that may slip, but we will be working toward that if we can get it in. Those were the primary improvements from the sprint. We do have, I think, 3 total stories moving over that were in progress that did not get completed. Sprint commitment was not made or was not followed through on. And that would be this bug is newly introduced, and a additional page for entering new things without going to the database. All of those will be rated as high priority in the next sprint, with the things we are going to focus on moved to a lower priority as these are significantly more pressing. So thank you so much for a demo of where we currently are in the UI. If you have any questions, please fill it in the feedback. Thank you so much.